it's Gina Gunz with WitchyGirlTarot, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so you don't miss any of the notifications coming from this channel. Today's reading is for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and also Venus for the month of November 2020. Please keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading for the collective, so this may not resonate with you. There may be some parts that do. Take what applies, let the rest fly. If you're interested in a private reading, just go to the description box below and send me an email, okay? Your reading is all about self-love, okay? Loving on yourself. So I do feel like, just looking at the overall cards, that you have been lacking self-love. I do feel like you have been putting other people or other person before you, or other situations before you, and not truly honoring yourself. So you are having either a hard time with that self-love, or you realize that you have to love yourself, and you are essential to any relationship working out, to any career working out. Really loving yourself first. And the reason why I say that is because we have the self-love card from my Moon Oracle deck. So this is about you loving on yourself, you know, going to sleep as early as you can and getting the rest that you really need, eating nurturing food, lots of veggies, lots of fruits, staying away from sugar. This is also in the way of relationships, entertaining relationships that honor your energy and honor your divine, and honor and really respect and appreciate you and your divinity and what you have to offer in this lifetime, okay? So then we go into the High Priestess card. That's your higher self, and that black pillar represents the darker parts of you, the darker parts of your subconscious mind, you know, your shadow work, the things you got to work on. And then this white pillar that we have here is the more light, flowier parts of your subconscious mind. And the High Priestess is someone who's very intuitive. So you, Taurus, are very intuitive. And with that self-love card going into the High Priestess, this is about, you know what you need to do right now to love on yourself. So if that does have to do with you eating better, meditating, praying, or leaving a certain relationship or a situation to get to that point of happiness, then you at this point already know what you have to do. And then we go into the Strength card from my other deck to validate that High Priestess card. And this tells me that you feel very strongly about what you have to do. And I'm not sure if you've made the decision to leave a situation, or if you're decided to make a change, but Spirit is letting you know that you are strong and you have the strength, the emotional strength, the physical strength to overcome this situation. And then we go into the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity, something that you're very focused on, something of value coming into your life. And I feel like this is about your value, your self-value, and you're very focused on grounding yourself and gaining your strength back. And the reason why I say that is because we then have the Page of Swords, which is about knowledge, gaining knowledge, the thirst for knowledge, curiosity. So I feel like you are learning a lot. We see two pages. Okay, this is the beginning of it all. The Page, then it goes into the Knight, and then the Queen and the King. So this tells me that you're really going back to the basics when it comes to self-love. You are learning what matters to you, what you find valuable, what you want in your life, what you want in this physical life. And you are also learning things about yourself and these lessons that you have learned so that you can get to what you do want, okay? And then we go into the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is very loving. She is very passionate, and she's a go-getter. Anything that she wants, she gets done. So you, in fact, have that power to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it be on your own, or to start something new. You do have that. And then we go into the Four of Pentacles. That gives me the doubt. That's the doubt. You going back and forth of, you know, I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to give my emotions to someone and be let down. So this is about sharing how you feel and living in that power. And then we go into the King of Wands, which is the opposite, the male counterpart of the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is husband and wife. Okay, so the King of Wands is a visionary, is a leader, and then going into the Queen of Swords to validate that card, which is your clarity, your emotional clarity, and also you building certain boundaries to where people know to respect it. So I do feel like you've had to always be, Taurus, you have always had to be that stand-up person, whether it be in relationships or just being the head of household. You have always had to be that person who is more of the King of Wands. So I do feel like, Taurus, this is about you having to always be the leader and almost have that masculine, because you may be a male watching, we have feminine and male characteristics or traits or whatever energy. So the King of Wands is you having to be the more of the alpha female, and not really honoring the female aspects of your sensuality, the softness that you actually do have to give. And it is because you feel like if you do show those soft parts of yourself, you feel vulnerable, and you don't like to feel vulnerable, Taurus. The Eight of Cups, and that's when we go into that leaving of the relationship or leaving of that situation. The Eight of Cups, we see this cup is not placed there for a reason. It's kind of abrupt the way that cup is missing, right? Because they easily could have just put that one there, and then it would have looked more in harmony. So this means that there's something lacking in your life, whether and it is emotional. So this may be in the area of love. You're in a relationship where you feel like there's something lacking. You're not getting enough of you're not getting enough love, or you feel like that person doesn't understand you. This person is not giving you what you feel you deserve. They're not fulfilling you. And so you're at a point where you either have chosen to leave, or you're at that moment where you're like, I'm about to be out. And then we go into the Lovers card to validate that Eight of Cups. So that tells me, yes, this does in fact have to do with relationships. And then it goes back to that self-love card, because we do see this mermaid looking at herself within the mirror. So the Lovers card can be, it could be a love for someone else, an actual relationship. But in order to love anyone, to have a successful, healthy relationship, you truly have to love yourself first. You have to respect yourself. You have to respect your boundaries, so that way other people can respect your boundaries. Okay, so with this lacking Eight of Cups, it's really because there's something within you, that you either want and this person isn't willing to give, or they just don't have it in them. You guys are not compatible, and so you're constantly having to think about what's going to make you happy. And then we go into the Hierophant card, which is about tradition, religion, spiritual counsel, and advisory. But I feel like this is leaving that Eight of Cups situation and that energy. It's you want a relationship that's a bit more traditional. For some of you, it may be a situation where this person lives far away, and you find that living far away is not really your stick. It doesn't really work for you. It might be a situation where you wanted to get married and this person really doesn't believe in marriage, or this person doesn't want to commit further into the relationship, and you're just like, what like, you don't want to commit more to me. That's not going to work for me. So that Hierophant is also about, religion, traditions, and cultures. So I feel like you want something a little more traditional. You want to meet someone who is going to love on you, but also someone who's going to commit, someone who's going to propose, someone who's going to give up certain situations and habits. Not even that they're going to give it up, but someone that you're going to manifest, someone that is already almost perfect, if that doesn't exist, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't have to change them. They're just they have it, all the things that you deserve. It's not something that you have to change them to get what you want, but more so they already know what's right and wrong. Okay, and the reason why I say it has to do with love and culture and traditions is because we then have the Ace of Cups. So this has to do with love, your self-love for yourself, self-love in the way that you think about yourself, the way that you view yourself, the way that you view others, and how you handle situations in life. The Ace of Cups is an abundance of love, an abundance of emotions, and it could be news for something new, an invitation, good news to start something else. So there may be someone that actually is that you're manifesting that is in fact more ready than the situation that you are either deciding to leave or that you have already left. And this person that's coming in is the Knight of Cups, which is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So Taurus, this is someone who is charming, someone who is super lovable, forthcoming, they're honest, you know, they tell you how they feel, okay? They also could be a little, you know, papi chulo, and they could like charm your pants off too, so just keep that in mind. But this is just a message from your angels that whatever situation you're in, it doesn't define how every situation is gonna be. That's why you have to be with that Page of Pentacles and that Page of Swords. You just have to grow from the situation so you can manifest the person that you do want to be with, okay? So we have self-love, self-governing, reflection with thyself, focusing on what's going to make you happy. Then we go into that Queen of Wands, which is about knowing your power in a more feminine side. If you're a male watching, this could be that you need to maybe get in touch with that feminine energy, which means be a little more compassionate, be not only just manifestive but also very passionate when you're speaking to someone or when you're loving on other people. Give more of a warm welcoming to people. And then we go into that King of Wands, which is you are either dealing with a fire sign or the Queen of Swords that came out after that, or this means that you rely more so on the tough exterior that the King of Wands has instead of the Queen of Wands energy. So either or, you switch around what it is that you feel you need most. But with that Queen of Swords energy then coming in, this is about you really seeing things clearly. And in order to see things clearly, you have to clear the clutter. You have to do the spring cleaning, the winter cleaning, the fall cleaning, whatever. Get rid of whatever is no longer serving you, Taurus. The Eight of Cups, leaving something no longer working for you so you can love yourself more. And then new love coming in. Something that's going to be more traditional. Something that's going to be what you want, not what that person wants, and or that person says they want, and then as the relationship progresses they don't want to give that anymore. Okay, so before we go, I am going to draw a card of advice from my Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace, and then I will be done with your reading for this month. All right, let's see. What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? Let's see. I found the witch broom up there, guys. All right. We have Mirror. And it says, treat your body like the palace it is. That goes back to that self-care or self-love card. You know, if eat better, sleep more or sleep better, go to bed earlier, drink more water, lay off the sugar, lay off the carbs, do some meditation, be in prayer, read your Bible, whatever it is that you do for your spiritual practice. This is really about nurturing your soul from within, being careful with what you put in your body so that your body can perform at its optimal ability. If this message resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, share if you care, hit the sub button, and also hit the bell if you haven't already. And if you're interested in reading, just go to the description box below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.